Hello, welcome back to Tanya's Beauty Box. I am Tanya, and today I'm going to share with you a recommendation for a lip gloss. It is an affordable lip gloss, it really is. It's in the drugstore, and if I could only buy one lip gloss, it would be this one. Now, I don't think it's comparable to anything that I have or that's on the market, but it's affordable, it's glossy, it's not sticky. The colors I've purchased are opaque. It comes in different finishes and it's easily accessible in the sense that it's available at the drugstore or an Ulta. Now, if you start to like a particular shade, that's where you might come into a little bit of a challenge if it's a very popular shade. But for the most part, they do have the majority of their shade range available. Not to say that every drugstore or Ulta carries all the shades. I get mine after I found out that I really loved them and enjoyed them or whatever. I just started getting mine off Amazon because my shade wasn't always promised to be in the store when I got there. So to avoid the frustration and the gas and the mileage, um, I just get it off of Amazon. Now they range between $5 to $7, or depending on where you go, a Meyer, Target, Ulta, drugstore, Walmart, whatever, those type of stores. Or where cosmetics are sold, sometimes in Kroger or whatever. But again, the shade range might be limited if they even carry. They might carry the brand, but not that particular item. And no, I haven't said what it is yet. I'm just realizing I didn't say what it is yet. But like I said, if I could only buy one gloss, it would be this particular gloss and in one particular shade. Now, shade range is pretty good. They have a cream finish, so it's very opaque. They have like a little shimmer finish, so it has like some little shimmer bits in it or whatever. Those are typically a little sheer, and then they have a pearl finish. I don't particularly care for that because it could come off a little frosty or metallic, and I don't like that on my lips because I have bigger lips. I don't need them entering the room before I get there. So I'm finally gonna show you what it is, and I'm not gonna show you my favorite shade because I'm gonna put that on last. So I am gonna do some lip swatches. Look at me. Now, um, what I'm talking about, and let me preface this by saying, I don't particularly care for anything else in the brand. No. Tried a few things over the years, tried to love them, did not work well for me. I hate their mascaras. Hate their mascaras. Um, Lipsticks are okay. They have that old school smell, like the perfumey smell. Um, it's a very old brand, established rather, and back in the day, it had a cult favorite foundation. Not sure people still love it, but it was the thing, especially for people with oily skin. And I think they came out with something for people with dry skin or whatever. Did I try that? I think I only tried the oily skin one. I didn't. Shade range was great. I just didn't particularly care for it, maybe because of the skin type that it was for, and maybe that turned me off from trying if they had a hydrating one or one for dry to normal skin. I'm talking about the brand Revlon. I think the foundation was called Color Stay, and it was all the rage for a minute. People were buying it left and right, And because, like I said, shade range was good. It was good for, I guess, those with oily skin or combo skin, keeping oils at bay. Not that it kept it at bay for an extended period of time, like an Estee Lauder Double Wear. But for the price point, shade range, and accessibility, it was kind of a cult favorite, fan favorite. So, like I said, I don't know if I don't hear people talking about it too much, but then people have kind of moved away from drugstore stuff a little bit, and then other brands have popped up and other formulations have popped up. I still prefer a Maybelline or a L'Oreal foundation if I have to do drugstore. So yeah, I don't hear too much about people wearing Revlon. You don't hear too much about people wearing Revlon anything. Their shadows suck. Found the mascara is horrible. What else? Blush. Don't like that. What else they got? I don't like. The powder might be okay. I think they had a powder that was okay. And then what else they got? Brow pencils. I don't think I really tried any Revlon brow. If I did, it didn't make an impression. But what I'm talking about, since I'm rambling and ain't said nothing, are the Revlon Super Lustrous Glosses. Okay? Love these things. I do. And I love a particular shade more than any of them. And this is not it. This is what is this? Raisin Rage. Okay, so it's like a plummy situation, plummy with a, it's in a purple family, or a berry purple. So it's Raisin Rage. And we're going to try this on. It is open. It's just that I just kind of sealed it back up because I think I just washed it. I think I had one before and I re-upped on it when I ran out. But they are, I also want to say that they kind of are notorious for changing the shade on you. Name it the same, but the shade color may change, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I have a bunch of them. I think I have like 5 shades. I can only find 3.5. I put it like that. And yeah, so we're gonna try the Raisin Rage, which is this particular color here. Like I said, it has been open, but probably just swatched. Because you can see it's like a, little wrinkle in the seal there. And I'll take that off. I'll just take it all the way off at this point, since I usually do that and then do it, put it back on top. So it's a nice size tube. Nothing fancy. They have changed the packaging. So this is the old packaging. Okay, so that should tell you how long I've had it, I guess, if you are into this particular gloss, so you know about it. And so it's very minimal packaging, simple, whatever, fit in your purse, not too big, nice in the hand. And yeah, it has a doe foot applicator. Yeah, see, I haven't even used it because when I don't know why I took this off, but you can tell that if it's been used or not, because this little part here will be clear, and when I pull it up, it's going to fill that area. See, it has a nice fruity smell. Well, it has a slight fruity smell. It's nothing overpowering. You're not going to smell it all day. It's just, for taking it. This doe foot seemed to be a little smaller than the one I have. And I think they may have changed that. So the doe foot now is bigger. And like I said, this is the old packaging or whatever. This is Raisin Rage. And it looks like this. And I'm hoping that when I show you these colors, they all don't come off looking the same. So we're going to put a little Raisin Rage on. Like I said, this doe foot. And I didn't have a problem with this doe foot prior to the packaging change of it. But the doe foot now is probably closer to a Fenty Gloss Bomb doe foot, okay? So Raisin Rage. You see the color, okay? It's shiny, it's comfortable, not sticky. The scent is not overpowering. I'm only dipping in because of swatching purposes. You don't really need to. One, maybe a coat for the bottom. Purse your lips, mash them together, and then probably just to swipe over it with the dough that you already have. I mean, without dipping it again, just to smoothen the lines. Because I want to show you the color as much as possible. It's good for getting the contour of the lip. I just like doing it because it feels good. And look at that shine. I prefer a gloss. Okay? So here we go. This is Raisin Rage. Shine. Pretty. I really like it. Let me play with these lights for a minute because I have not figured out this new ring light I have. And let's just play with this for a minute and see what I can. Now, this is just to turn the sucker on and off, I think. And I don't want to turn it on and off. Yeah, I'll leave that alone. I think it's just turn it on and off. I have to mess with it in the back to adjust the light. So I'm just going to leave it alone. But look at that. Pretty. It wears well. It's not going to come off. Even though it's not sticky, it's not going to just rub off your lips either. You know, you will need to reapply. It's a gloss, of course. But yeah, it's just pretty. I like it. I love glosses. I think that's the best finish for my lips. I don't know, even though they're, not large, but I think it's regular size lips personally. But I prefer a gloss. I just do. A gloss, cream, or satin. I'll do mattes. I might do a liquid matte if I got to. But yeah, I prefer a gloss over everything. So that's that. We're gonna take off Raisin Rage. I got a baby wipe. Look at me taking swatches. And next, we're gonna do a color called Desert Spice. Now, when I originally, and this is where we're gonna come in with the shade change situation. When I originally bought Desert Spice, it was part of a collection. It had a blush, not a mascara, a quad, a shadow quad. So I bought the whole thing, and I only liked the gloss. This is the gloss. This is Desert Spice. So you see here, it's like a brown situation, terracotta, orangey situation. And you can see in the middle there, it looks a little like, you can kind of tell that I've been in it. And this is the old packaging as well. And when you take that backing off all the way, this is what's left on it. Turn it this way. Good God Almighty. Can you see that? Is it too close? So that's the amount of product you get in there, and it gives you the ingredient. No, don't give you the ingredients, but it does say Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss, Desert Spice. Okay? And it's good for 18 months, and I've definitely had this for 18 months. So let's open it up. So I have used it because it's already filled at the top there. You can see that. And again, a smaller doe foot. We're going to put it next to Raisin Rage. It looks a little deeper. I just don't want them to come off looking the same. You can kind of tell that's more plumbing. This one's more plumbing. This is more of a brown orange situation, terracotta clay color. Let's put that on. It doesn't take much. See? I'm doing the application like I said before when I put on. You could just like put that on, smush it around your lips. And that might be enough for you, but I like to go back over it to get the contour of the upper lip. And sometimes I take what's on the actual wand and use that And I'll dip it back in. It just feels good to apply it. So that's that. And it doesn't travel, like get in the corners of your mouth, or I don't have any vertical lines in my lips, thank God. But yeah, it doesn't. Well, I can't say it won't because it don't have it. I don't think it will. It sticks to the lip. It doesn't stick to your. I've not had a. Yeah, it's not sticking in my hair, but it will. It has the staying power. I'll say it like that. It will get on your can of pop. See that? You see that? It's on there. You see it right there. So we'll get there, but see, it's still there. So that is the Desert Spice original. Liked it so much, limited edition. They brought it back because people liked it. Let me get this Desert Spice. Let me get one. Because, I think this is the second one. So I think I liked it, went back and got one because it was a limited edition. Then they came back and made it permanent. So I said, well, let me get another one. So here we go. Desert Spice. Does that look the same to you? No. Look at that. So they changed the friggin' color on me. That's closer to, is it closer to the Raisin Raisin? Now this is the Raisin Rage. This will be Desert Spice. These two are closer in color, the actual Desert Spice and the Raisin Rage, I would say, than this Desert Spice. So this is Desert Spice is on the outer, the Raisin Rage is in the middle. But you see how they changed the color? So this is more plummy now. Even more plummy than this, which is the Raisin Rage. No, this is the Desert Spice. I'm sorry. So this is the two Desert Spices. This is the Raisin Rage on the end here. I'm sorry. Raisin Rage, Desert Spice. Okay, look. I can't see. They small. Okay. Raisin Rage. So it's plummy. I'm sorry. Desert Spice. Oh my God, that's why I look so plummy. So Raisin Rage, Desert Spice. So they're not that off, but they're off enough that has nothing. Just don't look nothing like that. There's more brown in it or something. I'm sorry if I confused you because I confused myself. Now I'm on track. So we're gonna take off this Desert Spice. Trying to go faster. No, keep you too long. Okay, we take off that Desert Spice. I'm gonna put on the new Desert Spice. That's less brown than this Desert Spice. Okay. Again, I think I just washed it because I looked at it like that don't look right. It didn't look right because I more than likely I got this off Amazon. I wouldn't have picked it up in the store because I knew what kind of color it was supposed to be. So ordered off of Amazon. Of course, the picture, I can't tell. It was so long ago, but I looked at it and said, wait, that don't. And this is the new packaging. Let me take this off because I did open it, of course, just to check and look. Let's see what the hell was going on. And the new packaging says the gloss on it. Has a black band instead of the gold band that says Revlon. This says Revlon in gold, and with the black band, and the other one has a gold band that says Revlon, and it says the gloss. Now, this is the new Desert Spice. I looked and so I have used it, and see how the doe foot is bigger, and the wand is wider and clear. Now these are the Desert Spices. Okay, so like I said, the doe foot is more like a Fenty. It's probably not as big, close to the size of a Fenty Gloss Bomb doe foot, but definitely bigger than it was. So I guess they, revamped it a little bit. Probably when Fenty came out. Scent is still the same. Color is different. Desert Spice going next to this Desert Spice. Look at that. I don't think I've ever worn it except to swatch it, maybe. It's a pretty color, but it's not Desert Spice. So, and this is the new color, so I can't get that anymore, the old one. Put this on, you get more area, you get more product on the wand, on the dough hood. It feels softer. Still spreads great. And this is the new Desert Spice, which is nice, but not what I was looking for. Now, this also doesn't seem to be as shiny as the original Desert Spice. So what's on this wand here, or you can do that. Guess what? This probably ain't the cool thing to do, but I'm gonna have to dip again. I like it. Bummed that they changed the color. Bummed they changed the color, but yeah, no, what you gonna do at this point? So I'll wear this with more brownie color clothes, and it's just got more orange in it or something. I don't know. Or pink. I think they put some pink in it. I don't know what they did that for. But they changed it. And there we go. That's the new Desert Spice. Cute, right? Cute on me. I like it. Now, my favorite color, and I have about 3 backups of this one, just because I keep buying it, because I love it. It's my go-to when I don't know what to do. It's my go-to shade. I'm about to wipe this wrong thing off. Let's wipe off the Desert Spice. And I'm putting this one on last, and I'm going to keep it on. My favorite shade is it's an original shade. It's still the same shade, thank God. And so I've gone through multiple. And when I wiped it off, my lips don't feel, it's moisturizing too. So when I wiped that off, and I've used 3 different shades already, well, 3 different shades, technically. My lips don't feel dry or chapped or like they hurt or anything like that. But again, I've only swatched 3 lippies. So this is the gloss. This is the one I have in my purse currently. Super Lustrous Revlon. The color is called Indulge in it. And it is, to me, a perfect your lips but better nude shade. It's neutral. It goes with everything. It just goes with everything. This is Indulge in it. This is the new Desert Spice. That's the old Desert Spice. This is the new Desert Spice. Okay. And you see how neutral it is. And this is Raisin Rage. So let's put on my favorite. I have about 3 of these floating around in my collection. I'm going to get some more. Again, the larger doe foot. More product on the actual applicator than on the smaller applicators from the other 2. That shows you with the old packaging. Oh, it just feels so good. It's comforting and soft and smooth. And it's like, it's just glossy and sumptuous. Let me get some to put on to show you the color. This is, I'll put it over here. This is Indulge in It. Okay? So we have Indulge in It, Raisin Rage, Original Desert Spice, New Desert Spice. Indulge in it. When I don't know what to wear, I use Indulge in it. If I don't have time to think about stuff, indulge in it. If I'm just running out the house, indulge in it. Indulge in it. Now, don't go and buy all my shade. Okay? I get my stuff off Amazon now to ensure that I can get what I want instead of riding around hoping they got the sucker in stock. I got time for that. So I got 3 backups. Now, to share my favorite color, which I probably shouldn't have said that. So don't mess me up and make them limited. When I go on Amazon, it's only 1 or 2 in stock. I'm gonna buy both of them. Like I said, they range between $5 and $7, and you know Amazon prices fluctuate. I've never paid over maybe $6.50 for one. The cheapest I've ever paid was like a $4.93, maybe. I do have another color. I think it's called Fatal Apple or Candy Apple. So that's more of a leaning red, and it's not as it's not like a really opaque color. It's pigmented, but it has a sheerness to it. Okay, and I think I got one called Blissed Out or Blissed, and that's like a orangey pink, not coral, like an orangey pink with a gold shimmer in it. I like that. This it's nice, and it doesn't make my lips look big. The shimmer particles you can't feel, and you know it's a nice shine and a nice reflection of light from the shimmer. The pearl, don't care for that. So I don't have any pearl. Did I ever buy a pearl? I think they got like one called Pink Pearl, and they got one that's white, like a white pearl. They got a clear gloss. Did I ever get the clear? I don't know. I don't think I ever got the clear, but just imagine the shine with the clear gloss. Like I said, it's super comfortable. It's soft, moisturizing. You don't know it's there, so you're not going to feel it. It's not extra sticky, but it has staying power. So it has a slight sweet scent, not overpowering. And I just love it. So if I had to pick one gloss and one gloss color, it would be Revlon's Super Lustrous Lip Gloss, The Gloss, and Indulge in it. Next will be Fenty Gloss Bombs. But those are like $22, $24. Like I said, this might hit you up for $7 on the high end. Okay? And then you find a color you like. When you go out, maybe try a couple colors in the drugstore or something, find a color you like, just go to Amazon. Because when you get to the stand, you'll see that people have picked over them. And they have a lot of colors. They got some deeper colors. They got like a deep purple one. I don't know if I have that one. I thought I did. But like I say, I dumped all my lip stuff in one big drawer. And it took me forever to find these because they was all up under stuff. And I'm like, man, now this one was in my purse. But those 3 I had to hunt for. And I'm like, I'm not about to deal with this. So I wanted to share my favorite gloss with you. My favorite color gloss. And some other colors that I think are flattering on my skin tone. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the channel. See if it's what you like, the content. And I'll see you in another one. Bye-bye.